Hi everyone, and welcome to the Kajikawa practice fields for the Sun Devil Source 2-minute drill. Gabby Chernoff here with Chris Cartman following the conclusion of ASU's Saturday spring practice. Also, the first week of spring football has officially come to the close. Today's practice was open to fans, it was open to the public, and pretty big turnout, Chris. They were definitely lining the fields, making it hard for us to get around, sometimes definitely harder than it would be at a Tuesday or Thursday practice. But hey, Kenny Dillingham said it himself after the practice. If you keep winning, people are going to keep showing up, and if you're losing, people aren't going to show up. And obviously with a trip to the CFP last year, fans are excited about this team.
Yeah, this is probably about as big of a turnout as I've seen over the years. A few hundred fans probably here. Dillingham said I'm from the Valley, so I get to say that about the nature of this town kind of being front running. Huge media contingent. It was hard to kind of push your way up to. Didn't ask any questions today. I'm not really the biggest fan. Personally, because it's a little bit harder for us to do our jobs on the Saturdays. But the fact that they were in pads for the first time after the two mandated helmet-only practices, a lot more intensity, more excitement, a good atmosphere, great weather, a lot of things that people are going to enjoy.
And then a couple injury updates as well as we've kind of gotten the ball rolling onto the spring football season. Jordan Tyson was not practicing today. He was in a boot. And then Miles Rouser not practicing either. Jacob Kangaika, just among a few of the guys. And there's some other ones as well that you noticed.
Yeah, Jordan Tyson got stepped on Thursday's practice. We saw that. Precautionary. I don't know how much. They don't really need him in the spring, obviously, right? Miles Rouser also precautionary. A couple of the guys had surgeries and they're going to be out for spring ball that are also veteran, not really needed. Maxi Hanachor. We haven't seen Jacob Kangaika yet. I don't anticipate seeing a lot of him. Nothing really new that has been serious from this last week. That's what you're hoping to avoid, right? If you're ASU, it's the major ligament injuries that. Especially when you're going to a lot more team periods action as we saw today, which was pretty animated.
And Kenny Dillingham said, they're being cautious with those guys because if you've earned the right for us to be cautious with you, then that's exactly what we're going to do. But another thing you said to me, you turned to me during practice and said this defense has the potential to be something special. Elijah O'Neal had a great practice today. Justin Watley was really great over in the O-line, D-line, one-on-ones. We'll have a full video of all of those from today's practice coming to you as well. So what do you like so far about this defense?
Well, you got 4 returning offensive line starters, but it doesn't look like it in the first week because these guys are getting to the quarterback. Clayton Smith has had a really great start to spring football. Justin Watley was really excited today. Prince Dorba has practiced well. And just, I would say the energy, the physical nature that they brought today, it was very tone setting. The inside run period was really chippy with a lot of guys bantering, some pushing and shoving, but the defense really kind of dominated. And then really in the back end, even when you have veteran quarterbacks who've been around for a while, there's not a lot of windows to throw the ball to. And there were some opportunities. Jeff Sims has looked good throwing the ball, and there have been some completions down the field. But I really think when you have really only Shamari Simmons, who's getting replaced by Kendrick Breedlove, who looks good, Montana Warren, those are 2 really solid nickel options. Mike Hill-Gardner hasn't practiced yet. He's been held out due to an injury, but he's a replacement for Jeff Clark. There's no reason to expect that this defense will not be improved because they were the number 1 run defense, I believe, in the Big 12 last year. The secondary is pretty much all back except for a couple of backup options, and they replace them with really good backups, and they have young, talented guys coming up. So this has a chance to be one of the best defenses that we've seen in a very long time at ASU.
Well, you mentioned improvement, and improvement is, of course, always the goal. Kenny Dillingham said they want to be a better team this year than they were last year, and they still have a long way to do so, but we have the entirety of spring football left and, of course, summer and fall camp. We'll have you covered through it all here on Sun Devil Source. Until next time, Gabby Chernoff and Chris Cartman from Kajikawa.